Hello, my name is Emma White and this is new video for those who begins working as web designer. Today we will talk about fonts for web design. Font styles should match the style of your website. This is a good example, and that is what you never should do on your website. If you are not sure what font pair to use, take fonts from one family, like in this case, PT Serif with PT Sans. Both of them are made by Paratype company. On this picture I use display fonts. We usually use them to type headlines or posters, but it is a bad idea to type the text with this font and never try to combine two display fonts together. You also can use ordinary Arial, for example, for text and combine it with Georgia in headline. It will look good in this combination, headline serif and the text sans serif. Remember that headlines are very important in web. It is what people usually see and read firstly. Make it clear and noticeable. Don't forget about contrast. The most well-read text, contrast text. For example, like in books, black text on white pages. Now we use hypertext all the time in web, so we must do it well-read. It is unacceptable to use Comic Sans in web, never use it. Same story with Lobster, it is the new Comic Sans. Now about services that you can use to choose the font for your website. Advise you to use service what font made by Google to find out what font was used on site, its size, color, and other characteristics. It works in Google Chrome and you can easily install and use it. Of course, it is not the only application that shows the font. If you know something else, write it in comments. How to work with type in Photoshop. There are two main windows, character and paragraph, where all main type settings are found. To start typing text, you can click and begin typing. Or you can click and drag and drop the text field and then begin to type text. Set the size you need in pixels. Choose the font, choose the style of the font. Choose line spacing. Advise you to keep it auto. You can click in this icon and choose all caps. It can be useful when you need to type a headline. And there are some other options that you can use working in Photoshop. First time you will use mostly only font selection, font style and line spacing. Here you can choose text alignment, left align text, centered text and right align text and others. It's better to use left align text or central text in web. Below there are three: indent left margin, indent right margin, and indent first line. If you need sample text, you can paste Lorem Ipsum. Go to Type and choose Paste Lorem Ipsum. It will automatically paste into text frame. You can work with this text as usual. For example, you can paste two paragraphs and make the space between them. That's all for today. Follow my channel and watch new videos.